Hello there, dear friends, and welcome once again to the Relaxed Fantasy Review. On this channel, we spend our time looking at fantasy of all sorts, from books to movies to video games, and applying the characters within into the tabletop game Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. Today, we're going to be looking at a core mechanic of D&D itself. Specifically, we're going to be looking at a new race that comes out of the Spelljammer books, the Giff. Or Giff, if you want to start an internet argument. The Giff are hippo people, similar to the Loxodons from the Ravnica books. They are a large mammalian, but they are humanoids. They have hands and feet and can wear regular outfits and wield tools and weapons just like the rest of the humanoids can. Mechanically speaking, they have a couple unique little powers. Let's have a look. Firstly, they start with their size. They have a medium size, which is 10 out of 10, because there's nothing wrong with being medium-sized. Next, they have a 30-foot speed, but they also have a swimming speed equal to their walking speed, which is a little strange, because hippos can't swim in the real world. But sure, why not? 10 out of 10 for variety in their speeds. Then they have the Astral Spark Power. A few times per day equal to your proficiency bonus. You can add force damage equal to your proficiency bonus to a weapon attack. So at the lower levels of play, that means like twice per day, you can add 2 to a weapon attack. And it's force damage, which means it's not going to be resisted by most things. A little extra damage isn't bad, and it goes up as you level up, not by much. But you can then use it a few more times, so it's not bad. I don't think this is a bad feature. It could stand to be a little more powerful, but I suppose then we wouldn't want to break the hippo people. 8 out of 10. Then comes Firearms Mastery. This is very reminiscent of the feat, of the gunner feat that comes from Tasha's Cauldron. They are automatically proficient with all firearms. And if you play with Giff in a campaign that isn't space-themed, they still are proficient in firearms, so talk to your DM whether or not they'll allow a Renaissance-style gunpowder weapon or modern-style rifles or what they'll allow. Obviously, if there are no firearms, this does nothing for you. But if there are firearms in the game, it also ignores the loading property of those firearms and takes away long-range disadvantage. So if you have a gun that can shoot like at 60 feet and then at like 150 feet in the long range with disadvantage, hippo people, the Giff, just all the time can shoot at long range with no disadvantage at all. That's really good. That's akin to the sharpshooter feats and the crossbow expert feat kind of rolled into one. It is really nice, and as long as you allow firearms in your game, this is a 10 out of 10 feat. It wouldn't be if you don't, but if you don't, then this is kind of a pointless feat, or a pointless feature, so I'm going to assume that there are guns in the game. And if you're playing in Space Jammer, there are. Finally, the hippo build feature, which means they count as one size larger for strength-based purposes, lifting and pushing and things like that. Which is okay. That's an 8 out of 10 power for sure. You might notice I haven't talked about ability score increases or languages, and that's because in the newer D&D books, those are up to the player. You get a +2 or +1 or 3 +1s to stats of your choice, you pick, and you get to choose 2 languages, usually common and an extra one. It's up to you what you pick. I personally wish the books had a standard, like a baseline, this is what they are, and if you want to change it, like based on Tasha's custom lineage, you can, but they've just kind of gone flat, you pick. And okay, fair enough. I can't argue with customization. I just wish there was a baseline. Either way, with the features as they are in the book, the Giff are a 9 out of 10 race. I would argue that firearms thing pushes them up to the higher echelons of 9 out of 10, closer to 10 out of 10, because that gun power is really, really good. If you don't have guns, less so. But still, adding a little extra force damage, having a natural swim speed, counting as large for strength purposes, there's nothing wrong here. Playing as a hippo, pretty cool. I like the Giff. This has been the Relaxed Fantasy Review. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe down below, and keep your eyes peeled for more race reviews coming down the line soon. Have a good one, my friends.